Come here, land here, beetle. Look at him. See him right here? See him on that leaf? And that leaf, it starts to do, this is what they start to do to it right there. Oh man, if you only knew my list of things to do, but one of the things on my list today is deploying the beetle artillery. Okay, these bags, a couple tricks with them. The first thing that's going to happen is everyone's going to say, 50% of the people are going to say in the comments, you need to put these bags away from what you want to protect. I agree in most cases. But when you have a certain plant or a certain something that's being aggressively attacked by beetles, you actually want to put this near that. Why? Because these little packets have 1,000 times the odor as the little flowers and whatever that's attracting it to, like my beans or my grape plants or my rows of Sharons. I've done this many times, but yes, typically you would place these in such a way that they are just away from what you want to protect. But when you have like an infestation like we have out here, I actually like to put them right near it. Even the instructions will tell you, damn it. Even the instructions will tell you, put it away from, dude, I'm telling you, I've done this a lot. So anyways, you just slide these two things together, put this in, which is kind of hard to do. Gotta keep dropping it. You just put this in here, put that in there, just give it a little twist. Now that's all held together. And then what I do is in the bag, a little trick I have is get, if you have any gravel around, get 2 rocks and put a rock, one on each side of the bottom of the bag. And that makes it hang nice and opens it up. Otherwise it's a little bit weird in the beginning. And then I'll go hang it and I'll show you, I'll open up this trap. So basically all you do is, there's little holes here and these little feet just slide into these little holes. I'm doing this stupidly. Stupidly, is that a word? Just put these little holes into these little feet. If you're not an idiot, you know how to do it right. I got so much going on today, man. The last thing I need to worry about is friggin' Japanese beetles, but they are out in force. So that's what it's gonna look like. Now, the scent pod. I'll give you a little tip. See how it's shaped? After you bend this top down a little bit, like that, so it has a little angle on it. Then take off the scent, then take off the foil. Ooh, man, it smells strong. And it's a very, very sweet smell. And then this just slides into one of these side pockets here. Like that. See it? But the top piece, I actually angle in a bit so in case it rains, the rain doesn't get on this and they last a bit longer. Or 2 years ago when we deployed these bags, dude, they were so full of beetles, it was crazy. Let me show you. Now these bags have been out here less than 24 hours and we actually had a heavy rain last night. And let's see if we can see some in here. Look at that. See that line? See that dark? That's all beetles. You can actually see them moving in there. Okay, so I have just done a massive deployment of beetle bags. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to get all the wind directions and cover all the fields. There's one in the middle of the field, one on the edge of the field. There's one here, there's one there, there's one over there, there's one way down there, there's 2 over here, there's one way down here. I've got them around the garden. I've got this whole area covered with beetle bags. We really need some sunshine. When the sunshine comes out, the beetles get active and those scents really activate. Matter of fact, when you're driving by them, you can actually smell them. They sort of have a clove smell to them. They don't stink. If you let those bags sit and fill up with water and sit for a month, they will stink because it's going to be rotting beetles. But you can all you have to do is take a 5-gallon bucket, fill it halfway with water, put some dish soap in it, empty the bags into that. You can reuse them, or They come with extra bags so you can just tie it off and throw it away. Either way you want to do it. Or feed it to your chickens. So now let's talk about sprays real quick. Sorry, I'm watching. I got baby geese down here on the pond. Man, we've had so much rain here lately. It's crazy. Rachel has put a ton of time into this flower garden. Looks great. Absolutely gorgeous all the way around. But you start to get some of this problem here. See that right here? So there are two sprays. One is safe for vegetables. It is actually OMRI listed. Now, if something is OMRI listed, that means it's safe for organic gardening. That means it's basically you can eat it. It won't kill you. There's nothing wrong with it. It goes through extensive testing. It's organic listed. Pyrethrin. I'm going to put a link to the bags and both of these sprays down below, or I'll make a page and put them on the page. Pyrethrin is a concentrate. It's a natural insecticide that attacks the nervous system, and it's made from the chrysanthemum flower, basically. Now, the problem with this, because it's such a good insecticide and it's organic, that usually has a drawback, and that drawback is it's not long lasting. And it is a contact killer. So you have to go out while the Japanese beetles, or the problem that you have, is actively on there, and you've got to spray them while they're actively on there. Now, Japanese beetles get really active between the hours of like 11 and 3. They like that hot weather, and that's when you'll see them on the plant. I have rows of Sharons all along my pond berm, and I go out there and I spray, and I literally, the first time I started spraying, had to have 100 to 200 beetles on each tree just attacking it. Now it's getting down to the point where there are fewer and fewer. But pyrethrin, it does not last a long time. It's a contact killer only. So you have to spray it on the beetles. I would say it'll only last somewhere maybe 3 hours to 24 hours. It doesn't last long. Now, this is not permethrin, it's pyrethrin. The next spray, which kills a little bit broader and also controls mites and etc., is the Bio Advanced 3-in-1 insect and mite control. Now, this is also systemic. What is systemic? Systemic means, I'll give you an example. If you have a cut on your arm and you put some lotion on it, some antibiotic cream on it, that's topical. That's what pyrethrin is. It's a topical. Systemic means when you take a pill, when you take an antibiotic pill and it goes into your blood system and travels through you to that problem, that's what systemic is. So this is a systemic as well as a topical. It's both. So this will kill Japanese beetles, aphids, spider mites, other listed pets, cures and prevents listed diseases. So this is actually a really good product. It's a 3-in-1. It's not only insect, disease, and mite control. It's not just for beetles. So this is actually a really good product. Matter of fact, I'll probably come out here if we don't have any rain today, before all the bees come out. I'll probably go ahead and spray this. Obviously, if the bees are out real heavy, you don't want to spray it while the bees are out. Typically, you do it early in the morning or late in the afternoon. But with a pyrethrin, you have to be a little bit more careful because you have to spray while they're active. So you try and avoid any bees while you're spraying. This is a little bit tougher. But if you've got Japanese beetles absolutely destroying something, like an orchard, what happened to us 2 years ago, they destroyed our orchard, there's not a whole lot you can do. You got to go out and attack them. So the beetle bags, each box will come with 2 bags, and there's a reason for that. It's because those bags will absolutely fill up with beetles. And you can just tie the bag and do it. Now, if you have chickens like I do, there are a lot of people that'll empty those beetle bags into a bucket of water and feed them to their chickens. So I might even try that, give the girls a little treat. Now, understand the life cycle of a beetle. What's going to happen with that beetle? You're also helping your lawn, because a beetle, probably in a couple of weeks, a beetle's going to want to go into the ground, start laying eggs, and they're going to create grubs. And what do grubs do? Grubs eat grass roots and they kill your lawn. So you're actually doing good for your lawn as well as good for your garden. So the traps are really nice. Now, that little packet doesn't stink. It actually smells really sweet. It smells almost like cloves. So anyways, that's how I deal with them. It's just something that happens in nature. It happens every year, and usually about June this time of year. Hope this video has helped. I'll link to everything on the page below. I got a ton of videos to put out. I got to run. I'll talk to you later. Doc.